All right. I made up my mind. I'll do it.
Good girl. It really is the only way.
Yeah, when will you go? Well, if I'm going to get away from Kelly, it's now or never. I'll go before lock-up tonight.
Things that were done to Flynn, we're dealing with a total psycho. If the police don't get him, God help whoever he goes after next.
Who are you going to for help?
Mabel Jones.
What address?
26 Thorncraft Road.
So long as you remember that, nothing can go wrong. Come on, let's go. Oh, don't forget the torch.
Going somewhere?
Oh!
Just a minute.
Coventry or no Coventry, you're staying right here.
Come on.
I hope she gets away. I really do.
If she doesn't, I'll kill you.
I've been warned about running in the corridors.
Sorry, Miss Ferguson.
Well, what's the rush, anyway?
Oh, nothing. I'm chasing.
Oh, I might expect that from you two. Now, you either get back to your cells or to the recreation area.
Can we go to the toilet? We both need to.
Yeah, desperate. Oh, hurry up.
Thank you.
Time for a little chat, Kelly.
What about?
I'll tell you what about. The visit that Connor's mates paid me the other night.
Oh, yeah, I heard you had a bit of trouble with her. Only it couldn't be nothing to do with Connors, because like I
You
said, she was just...
that she was just big-mouthing herself. Now, I don't like liars, Kelly, especially the ones who set me up.
Well, you don't think I had nothing to do with it? I mean, like you said, we've got to stick together. Especially since this new governor's around.
You're trying to tell me that the top dog didn't know that Connors had a CB radio?
Not back then, no. Nobody knew. You saw how well it was hidden.
Cox knew.
Only because she was sharing Connor's dorm. Look, I'm not about to go teaming up with that bikey bitch, if that's what you think. She's been bloody trouble ever since she got here.
Well, if you can't handle the job...
Who says I can't? You heard that Patterson's up the duff?
Is she now?
Yeah. Reckon she bribed Sister Hall into keeping it quiet.
Oh, someone's spinning you a yarn, Kelly. Hall's as straight as they come.
I'm just telling it like I heard it. Maybe you ought to check it out, eh?
Wouldn't be worth wasting my time. But if I have a moment...
Well, what are you going to do about Connors?
You really ought to learn to mind your own business, Kelly.
Now, don't worry, I'm going to put everything back when you've gone. Oh, Jesus, a bloody tight squeeze.
If I manage to, you can.
Yeah, I guess so. Hurry up. I'm coming. Hey, steady the chair, will you?
Right.
Now, don't forget these. Stick them in first.
Hold on, just get...
Oh, here. Oh, quick, the torch. Look, I'm never going to make it move and it'll be gone.
Well, you've got to try. Come on.
Yeah, but what
Look,
about...
if there's no time, you can come back. We'll do it again tomorrow.
No way, I'm not spending another night with Kelly. I nearly forgot. Take care of him, won't you?
Now, go on. I asked a civil question. Now, if you don't give me the answer, I might just change my mind. Point a few screws in Lexi's direction.
Yeah, that'd be right. A lagger never changes the spots.
I meant it. How is she getting out?
She's going to crawl through the air conditioning ducts.
Oh, it's very ingenious. Where do they lead?
Everywhere. But she's got to be in the kitchen at the precise moment when Mervyn goes to find an officer to lock the back door.
So if she missed time, she could get stuck.
Maybe.
It's risky.
Yes. Well, it wouldn't have been if you hadn't stuck your nose in. But that's what you're all about, isn't it? A manipulator. Kelly's an amateur compared with you.
I take that as a compliment.
One of these days, the others are going to find out what you are.
Well, it's nice to know you have my welfare at heart. I'll take that into account later on.
Yes, when you topple Kelly. Because that's what you're planning to do, isn't it? Not that I blame you. If I was facing a lifetime in this hole, I'd want to be top of the heap too, but not the way you're doing it. How did it go?
I don't know. I think she might have a chance.
Oh, maybe I should have gone with her. But then again, I don't have friends on the outside to help like she does. Well, I just have to stay here and see what sort of life I can make for myself at Wentworth.
It'll be a rough ride, believe me.
Oh, I don't know. It may not be so bad now I have a couple of helpers to do the dirty work.
Oh, no. There's no way we're going to help
but
you.
there is. I meant it when I said I want to make as much trouble for Moran as possible. But I could start by giving him a tip about where to find Patterson.
You're a slag heap.
I suppose I am.
Stupid girls. Yes, just finished.
Good.
You know, I think I've worked harder this afternoon not preparing the meal than I would have doing it.
Don't worry about it. They won't keep it up for long.
No, I hope not.
Well, I can tell you this. Andrea and I are not on hunger strike. We've got a whole night's duty ahead of us, and we were wondering if you had any of those homemade biscuits to spare.
Of course, I'll get them for you.
Thanks. I may as well lock this while I'm waiting.
Doing a bit of social work, are you, Kelly? Just keeping him in line. Any objections? No. Got some news that might interest you. Yeah, what is it? I've just had a chat with Sister Hall. It appears that Patterson isn't pregnant after all. Now, what do you make of that?
It's a final warning.
Here comes Lou.
All right, what gives?
I'm just sick of these two breaking Coventry rules about Patterson.
Well, you can forget about Coventry. That little bitch is going to cop what she should have copped in the first place.
What do you mean?
I just found out for sure. Patterson isn't going to have a kid.
You mean she's been stringing us along?
Yeah. And I reckon it's about time we strung her up. I'm going to kill the little bitch. Now, where is she?
I don't know.
Have you seen her?
No.
When I find her, she's going to wish she'd never been born.
I'll help you.
Crush your fingers.
fuck it if I know. Hey, Screws, what the hell's going on? What's happened? Yeah, we got a right. If there's a riot going on, we got a right to know.
Just get to your cell and stay there.
It's not someone escaping, is
You're
it?
not in your cell in 30 seconds. You'll be on the charge. Now get going. Okay, where's Patterson?
No, I haven't seen her.
It is.
That bitch. She's gone over the wall, hasn't she? She's got out.
I better get going. They'll probably lock us in and do a head count.
All right, lovey.
Oh, I wish we knew what was happening.
Well, they couldn't have caught him. Otherwise, I wouldn't be bothering to find out who's missing.
That's true.
Let's hope she's missing for a long, long time.
Jessie.
You nearly frightened me to death, you silly mutt. What are you doing here, eh? Hey, what's your name? No tag. About as homeless as I am. Oh, you probably just want something to eat, eh? Oh, sorry, mate, I don't have nothing. I could even go a bowl of Merv's porridge this morning without complaining. And that's saying something. Oh, well. This ain't gonna get the baby baked. I've got a long way to go. Go on. Go home. Off you go. Oh, well. See you later, dog. Thought I told you to go home. Go on. Just rack on. Go on.
Police are still searching, of course, but no news yet. I've questioned all the prisoners who might know where she is, but nothing there either.
But Pat's going to be all right.
Sent her off to Wentworth General for a checkup.
And we've still no idea how Patterson managed to escape through the security gates.
No, but I'll find out.
I wish you'd called me. I'm still Deputy Governor, you know.
I didn't see any point in neither of us getting any rest.
Yes, thank you. You must be exhausted.
I'll survive. Come in.
You asked to see me as soon as I arrived?
That's right. Feeding the prisoners. I've decided to put our little plan into action straight away, knock the stuffing out of this Kelly girl before she has time to cause us any more trouble.
Feed them in their cells now, but you said that wasn't to happen till lunch.
I know what I said. I changed my mind. I presume it is all right for governors to change their mind around here?
Of course.
Good.
Will there be anything else?
No. Oh, just make sure Pringle knows exactly what he's doing.
Rita Connors is due for release from solitary this morning.
Very well. Would you get on to department and remind them there's to be no information to the press about Patterson's escape? I told them last night, but I just want to make sure.
How did they react?
Oh, they didn't like it at all. Kept telling me that the more people who see a picture in the paper, the more quickly we're likely to get her back inside again.
Oh, yes, and not to worry about the madman that's still out there.
Most important thing is to get that kid back. Alive.
So, none of the women are coming down here for breakfast.
That's what I said. You just get the meals on the trays and I'll find someone to take them to the cells.
But this is going to take a lot of organising. I wish the governor had told me yesterday.
Well, I'm telling you now.
Look, I'm not complaining. But why isn't he doing it now instead of lunchtime like we agreed?
If you ask me, the man's running scared. Watch it, Stone.
I found what I'm looking for. Now, if you're not going to rack off, you just stay here, okay? Go on. You stay there. Lie down. Now, don't you give me away. You stay there. to my usual standards, you know. That's what I have to do. At least I won't look like an ex-crim on the run. Hey, come here, boy, come here. Hey, I reckon it's going to be a pretty good fit. You must be my lucky... Come here, boy, come here. You must be my lucky charm, I reckon. Made you feel like a trip into town, you know. Yeah, you could come and see Mabel. She's pretty good. Yeah. Come this far together, right? Come here, boy, come here. Don't go out there. Hey, we might even be able to get some brekkie. Don't know about you, but I've got a leg off a rag doll. Come on, let's get rid of this stuff. Come on, boy, come on.
I don't know. Turn me back for a minute, this place goes crazy.
Yes, certainly looks that way.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Has Kelly been giving you a rough time?
No, it was an accident.
You're learning fast, aren't you? Just can't keep her hands to herself, that girl.
Well, her mood's not going to get any better now they're serving meals in the cells.
Real poke in the eye, that. Mind you, I don't mind. It saves me a lot of hassles.
Oh, you don't mean you're going to eat the food?
Bloody oath I am. You'll be right too. She won't be any the wiser, not with the screws collecting the trays. Room service is a bit slow this morning. I reckon it was better up in the town.
You can always arrange to have you sent back there, Connors. Come on, quick as you can.
I hear your insurance company's got a big payout check on the way. Property damage, was it? Thanks. Good job all my boys had alibis. I'd hate you to think they had anything to do with it.
You just worry about your court appearance, Connors. It's this afternoon. And we'll have plenty of time to talk once you've been sentenced.
Look, I know it's none of my business, but why'd you provoke her? She's a very dangerous woman.
Yeah, well, the fight started the day she tore my chains off the jacket. And as far as I'm concerned, it ain't gonna stop till one of us is dead.
But I've got to see Sister Hall. My back's real bad.
Well, maybe later, Jenkins. But then I'm sure Sister Hall wouldn't want your breakfast to get cold just because of a visit to her.
I'm not eating this muck. Anyway, we're on strike.
It's up to you.
Don't you get any idea of touching that or I'll knock your block off. Oh, even with me bad back.
Well, sweetheart, if you won't say anything, neither will I.
Naughty, naughty.
Any of you bitches touches this food, and it'll be the last you ever taste, you hear me? I said you hear me! One running out the door as good as dead. All of it! Slit your bloody throats! You're never gonna get away with this, Moran. We're staying on strike until we get rid of you. You'll never break this, you bastard!
How many broke the strike behind her back?
Nearly half.
Well, it's a pretty good start, I'd say, wouldn't you?
It's more than I thought would risk it.
We'll keep it going. My guess is that we'll have everybody except Kelly eating by tomorrow lunchtime.
I would like to point out all the extra work that this is causing.
Would you?
I'm sure I don't have to remind you that this prison is understaffed and has been for a long time.
I'll make sure the Minister knows what a wonderful job you're all doing.
Sure you will.
Would you mind leaving us, Mrs. Morris? I'd like to have a private word with Miss Ferguson.
Of course.
We've both been in the game quite a while, haven't we?
My service record speaks for itself.
Yes. Have you read mine?
Of course not.
Well, if you did, you'd see that I'm not partial to backseat drivers or officers who get ahead of themselves.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do. Just watch your step. Get up.
You shouldn't have worried about me.
Nonsense.
I'm not hungry, really.
Look, just eat it. I'll go and keep watch.
What if somebody comes
No
by?
buts. Eat. Sorry, it's not more.
Thanks.
Barbie gave her toast to Jacko.
Really?
Look, here's two.
Enjoy breakfast. Oh, I hope you haven't lost your tongue. I've got a little job for both of you.
Yeah, I got one for you. Buzz off.
Oh, careful. I've still got a big story for Moran if you don't do as I say.
If you've got something to say, then say it.
All right. I'm sure you both understand that in my position I have to be careful what I say about Lou. I mean, she might be hurt if she didn't think I admired her.
You'd be the one who'd be hurt badly.
Very clever.
Yeah, the mood losing, she'd kill you.
Well, exactly. You see, and that's why I thought, well, why risk it when I've got such good friends to help out?
Now stop beating around the bush. What do you want us to do?
I want you to talk to the women and tell them that Lou's a fool. She can't win. Moran's too smart for her. That should be easy enough for you.
If Lou finds out, we're both going to be in for a bashing.
Then you'll have to be very careful, won't you?
Women are going to find out about Flynn eventually.
Don't think it'll help anyone to find out about it right now. Joan, would you mind double-checking this one in case I've missed something? I'm amazed Moran managed to get the press to stop putting anything about Patterson's escape in.
Press can be responsible when they have to be.
Oh, come on, Joan. How many times have we asked them to delay printing something and then to find it staring in our face the very next issue?
Surely don't think he organised it just to protect her, do you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
Oh, and I suppose if you had just been appointed governor, you wouldn't mind them making headlines out of the fact that you'd allowed an escape.
Don't you think you should give him a chance to prove himself?
Good morning.
Hello, yes, can I help you?
Max Purvis. I'm here to see my client, Rita Connors.
Yes, well, you'll have to sign in over there, Mr. Purvis, and I must check that briefcase and the bag.
Fine. It's an outfit for my client to wear in court.
Oh. Bit upmarket for her, isn't it?
I hardly think that's any of your business.
Then I'm sure you will understand that due to security, we have to check these bags very carefully.
I'll take over. Joan, I'm Mr. Purvis. I'm Mrs. Morris. I spoke to you yesterday when you called in.
Ah, hello.
Hello. Yes, we have tightened up security. I'm afraid everything will have to be checked.
Go right ahead.
Whatever happens, it could get pretty nasty.
I'm glad to hear you don't like violence any more than I do.
Etty had a pretty distorted picture of you.
What was I supposed to think? A minister or a priest or a vicar, whoever you are? You're supposed to wear uniforms and that stuff, like those funny collars.
Well, clothes don't make you a minister, it's your beliefs.
Yeah, of course. Anyway, what are we going to do about this battle that Bongo and Slasher are going to start?
Well, I want to try and stop it if I can.
We haven't seen either of them for a while.
Or Roach.
No.
Somebody's going to get hurt. Get killed if I don't stop it.
Killed? Over some bikes?
Look, you've got to understand those bikes are the most important things in the world. They're quite prepared to kill anybody who touches them. And after that fire the other night, anything could happen.
Was there anything I can do to help?
Thanks, but I'll travel faster by myself. If you see Roach, just tell her to do anything she can to stop him.
Yes, I will.
I'll be in touch.
You know, if somebody took to him with a fine tooth comb and bought him a nice suit, he'd be what we used to call handsome.
You gotta be bloody joking.
I'm serious.
A frock? Me in a bloody frock? I'd sooner send me plea in by post.
You only have to wear it for one afternoon.
Me mates will be in that courtroom barracking for me.
That's another thing I have to
They'll
talk to you.
scream the place down if they see me looking like Mary Poppins. Do me a favour?
I'm deadly serious. I need all the help I can get if I'm supposed to get Judge Bennett behind us.
Bastard. He was the one who put away Piggy Williams, wasn't he?
Exactly. He doesn't like bikies, and that's the long and the short of it.
I thought judges were supposed to be impartial.
Oh, they are. This one's so impartial that he'll send you back here for 5 years if he sees you looking like that. Yes. 5 years. Is that what you want?
Bastard. As soon as I win the lotto, I'm going to get one of them ghost bloody writers to tell the real story.
So you'll wear it?
Well, you just make sure I don't get my picture in the social pages wearing that crap.
Well, if he thinks he can get you a shorter sentence.
I'd rather wear a geisha girl outfit than that rag. Bloody good job it ain't got no lace on it.
Oh, it's not so bad. I wear it.
You ain't me. Nobody's me.
Oh, no, what I meant
What
was...
does he think I'll be going as anyway? Alice in bloody Wonderland.
Oh, quite an improvement, if you ask me.
No one did.
Almost mistook you for a human being there for a minute.
Oh, Rita, don't.
Well, you'll be hanging up those filthy rags of yours when you get back. You'll be in the blue denim like the rest of them. You know, one of the crowd, same as everyone else.
I'm gonna knock that bitch's block off one of these days.
But why do you let her provoke you? Not before the trial. She's only trying to make things worse. Oh, please. Think about it.
Yeah, you're right. I'd be a fool. All right, I'll wear it. If for no other reason than to stick it up her! Oh, bad back, eh? Been playing up, have we?
Oh, wish I had. Jeez, I wouldn't mind being like this for the rest of me life if I had one night with him.
Here, stick this over your head and you might stand a chance. Now take the skip out and do some work. I'm sick of listening to you.
Oh, fair go. I can't push that around when I'm like this. Anyway, I've got to move real slow. I'm trying to save me energy.
Oh.
Well, we never know when we might have to eat again, do we? Anyway, why don't you send Fat Guts over there?
Yeah, you must have at least a year's supply of food there, Wyndham.
You lot on a go slow as well, eh? Now, come on, Mr. Pringle has just complained to me that he's preparing something very special for you lot. But he's run out of tea towels. See to it, Jenkins. Now, let's get some real work done, shall we?
Miss Ferguson, I was wondering if there's any news about Lexi.
It's only a matter of time. Her kind never lasts long.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Something to say, Kelly?
No. Righto, you lot, you heard her. Get some work done.
Too many bloody chiefs around here.
So, you reckon Lou's doing the right thing with this strike, eh?
I say that?
Well, not in so many words. That's why I'm asking. You don't look too impressed.
She's top dog, isn't she?
Yeah, but with Moran and the governor's seat, anything could happen, right?
Look, it'd be better for both of us, wouldn't it?
What would, Kelly?
Well, if the strike was a success, then we get rid of Moran and we get this place working for us.
Anything's possible.
Sure we could. All I'm asking you to do is find out who's been feeding their faces in the cells. We pull them into line and then it's open season on Moran.
I'll think about it.
Look at this statement thing, will you?
What?
Oh, it's ridiculous. It says federal tax on debits. What's a debit?
Well, that's when you take money out, pay out on a cheque or whatever.
Then it says stamp duty on deposits. That's when you put the money in, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, crikey. They get at you both ways, don't they? I mean, it's criminal. I'll get that, will you, love? My feet are killing me.
Hello?
Is that Anne? Yes. It's Dan Moulton here. I'm afraid it's happened.
You mean the feud between the bikies?
Yeah. Bongo's been seriously injured.
No.
That's not all. Slash is dead. I'm on my way to the prison to break the news. Do you think you could find Roach and tell her to get to the General? Bongo's been asking for her.
Yes, of course.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
G'day.
Oh, hi. It's Alice, isn't it?
Yeah, you remembered.
Take me a while to learn all the girls' names, but I'm doing my best.
Bet your best's pretty good, eh?
How's the hunger strike going? You beginning to feel the effects?
Nah, doesn't bother me. Go without food for days sometimes. You know us girls, got to watch our figures. Nice hands you got.
Thanks.
Oh, that's all right.
And so you're not hungry at all? I mean, you feel the stand you're taking is justified?
Oh, I could do a bit of damage to a nice big chocolate bar if I could lay my hands on one. You know, you remind me of a boyfriend I used to have once.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, real good handyman, just like you. Hey, maybe you could do me a favour. I need someone to look at me bed.
What are you doing here, Jenkins?
Oh, nothing. Miss Ferguson told me to bring you some tea towels.
It wasn't exactly an emergency, but if you've brought them...
I'll just grab my tools and come and fix that tap for you.
You don't suppose the poor girl's suffering from malnutrition, do you?
It happens every time she sees me. I don't know why.
Does she do that when she's with the women?
She don't do nothing.
Maybe she fancies you.
No.
Hey, I'll take these through to the kitchen for you, okay? He's mine. So you better lay off him or you'll get one of them carrots right up your nose, all right? You know what I mean. So don't go acting dumb with me. Just leave him alone, all right? What is it with you, Cox? You haven't been into his pants already, have you? I reckon you ought to tell me what's been going on between yous two.
You know, you could make a fortune as a model.
Get out of it, will you?
No, I mean it. I really think you could.
Connors, you've got a visitor.
Me? Oh, you mean my solicitor? The one who's trying to get me laughed out of court.
Oh, someone else.
I thought I wasn't allowed visitors on account of me breaking them windows. Who is it?
Let's go, shall we?
Who the hell is it? She should be miles away by now.
Hopefully I'll be getting a visit from Mabel soon, telling us she's safe and sound.
Is there something we can do about Eve?
No, we just have to lump her for the moment. But don't you go getting yourself too upset.
Hey, guess what I just found out?
But you were supposed to have a bad back.
Oh, forget about that. Would you want to hear what I just heard?
Yeah, I'm dying of excitement.
I found out why Barbie Cox goes stupid every time she sees Steve Ryan.
Bloody hell, I thought it was going to be something important.
It is. Once I got it out of her, it's a hoot.
She means she can put more than two words together.
Sorta. Well, do you want to hear or don't you?
Sure.
You're joking? No. Her mum's going to bring it in the Savo.
What is it?
You'll find out when we're ready to tell you.
Hey, rude to whisper.
Tough.
Come on, spit it out.
It's Slasher.
So?
The rumble just got right out of hand. He's dead. He just didn't have a chance. Somebody got him from behind.
What about Bongo?
Nothing broken, but they did him over.
Served him right. He was getting too big for his boots anyway. How did they get Slasher?
Look, Reed.
How did they get him?
The bloke had a knife.
Had to happen today, didn't it? Me big day in court, and here he goes and upstages me. No consideration, that's his trouble.
I'll be in the court with you.
No, you've got to look after Bongo. Would you?
Of course.
I got to go back to my cell before we head off, okay? You tell that little nipper of mine. I'm gonna kick him up the bum if he doesn't get in here to visit me.
Rita, what's wrong? I just cracked a couple of cylinders, that's all.
Well, look, if you want to talk about it...
That's what's wrong with this bloody world. Too much talk. The bugger would spit on me if he thought I was crying for him. Stuffed a lot of them.
Rita, what are you doing?
I ain't wearing these doll's rags for no one. I'm a conqueror, and they're gonna bloody see me. Ah!
Joan, you can file these for me.
I'd like to make an official complaint.
Oh, what about?
About how short-staffed we are.
If you're talking about Andrea Radcliffe, she had to go to the dentist, and this was the only time she could make an appointment.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But I'm supposed to be getting the trays ready for dinner, and the point is I'm stuck here.
I'm sure she won't be much longer.
Look, I am doing 2 jobs at once, and now I'm expected to run a personal message service for the prisoners.
What do you mean?
Oh, Cox's mother wandered in here and said, would I please make sure that her daughter got hold of these? Well, at least I think that's what she meant. She was making about as much sense as her daughter does on a good day.
All right, I'll file your complaint. Have you heard about Connor's boyfriend?
No.
He was killed this morning in a fight. Apparently, it was triggered off by someone setting fire to their bike shed.
Already told you I don't know anything about that fire.
Connors was very upset when she found out. She just might go looking for revenge.
Look, if you think you can frighten...
Joan, I am simply asking you to stay away from her.
Oh, hi. Can I come in?
Oh, sorry, I was just... Sorry.
Well, I can come back later. It's just Alice said there was something wrong with the bed. I thought I'd better fix it.
Yeah, what's that one over there?
Oh, thanks.
Look, I might as well come back if you're going to make a noise.
Oh, now I feel guilty. I didn't mean to interrupt you. What are you reading? Mervyn said you like a good read. Not that we were talking about you. You in particular, that is. Just, I was asking how the women managed to spend their time while they're...
Paying for their crimes.
I was just interested, that's all. Anything wrong with that?
I didn't mean... you know...
It must be pretty tough in here at the moment, with the hunger strike and... I hear Lexi's a good friend of yours.
Yeah, she is.
How did you feel when you found out she'd escaped?
Look, why are you asking me all these questions?
Like I said, just interested.
Yeah, well, maybe you should just go and find someone else to be interested in.
Well, Connors, come on, let's not waste any time. Get over here. Miss Hagen, suppose you're feeling like a cup of coffee?
Yes,
Well, you go right through and grab one and then come back here. I've still got to organise Pringle.
If you're sure.
I'm sure. Now, see that Cox gets these, will you? They've been checked.
Okay.
Well, 3 years, eh? That solicitor of yours must have found a really good barrister to keep it down to 3. Still, plenty of time to get to know one another. And we'll even give you a nice, clean uniform, Connors. Don't want you looking like some scum bikie. Now, let's get this induction over and done with, eh? Your name is Rita Connors. Answer yes or no. I said yes or no.
Yes!
And you've been sentenced to 3 years with a minimum non-parole period of 18 months. Well, Connors, seeing as how you've been so cooperative, I'm going to make you a little promise. You can rely on me to forget all about that 18 months, because you're going to serve every day of 3 years.
Oh, goody, goody.
What the hell's got into you?
Oh, sorry.
That bloke Steve Ryan's fixed me bed. Look, solid as a rock. Don't know how I'm gonna sleep knowing that he touched me sheets. Look! Oh. Naughty, naughty! Oh, bloody hell! It's him! Hey, Chuck, come and get an eyeful of this. It's him! It's Steve! Naked as the day he was born. Hey, that's what I call a real man. Woo!
I'll make you a cup of tea. If you don't want to talk about it, just say so. I'll leave you alone.
3 bloody years.
Oh, I am sorry.
Can't say I wasn't expecting it. There's no point in being sorry. Got better things to be sorry about.
Mrs. Morris told me about your boyfriend. If I can do anything...
I ain't gonna start crying if that's what you're worried about.
Oh, Rita. Everyone needs a shoulder now and again.
Yeah, and Slasher was mine. Well, he's dead. And I don't need no sympathy.
Ah, Connors. Here you've decided to stay on.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again, but that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down, but the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the night but the roses here are prisoners too. When morning comes around.